Hi everyone! It is the end of the month. It's September 29, and so I am here to update you with my cross stitching projects. So for those who just clicked this video, this channel is all about my cross stitching projects, and at the same time I share a little bit of some of my other hobbies. But for today, I'm going to update or share with you the cross stitch that I've anything about cross stitch actually. So yeah, I haven't been stitching a lot because my first 2 weeks in September, I spent it, it was my vacation week. So we went to East Coast, mainly in Maine. We spent a week there in Acadia National Park. So we did the car campings. I don't have a proper setup for cross stitching, although I brought projects with me, but camping and cross stitching, it's hard. So most of the times during the day, we went out and explored Acadia National Park, which is very pretty. I really wanted to go back there, but who knows. And then the second week, we spent our time in Massachusetts, basically just stayed in a hotel and tried to explore the Cape Cod. So we went to Provincetown, we stayed in Hyannis, we went to Nantucket Island and Martha's Vineyard. And even though we stayed in a hotel, I still did not have that urge, or I was really always tired to do some stitching. But when I came back, I stitched a little bit, and I have a few finishes as well. So that's what I am going to share with you today. I actually pulled some of my old whips that are really either have some kind of autumn or fall or Halloween theme, and I plan on stitching on them next month or tomorrow. No, maybe not tomorrow. On October 1st. And I still don't know how to do with it, but we will see. But for now, I have some whips to share in finishes and fully finishes. So the first one I am going to share, first whip, is from this leaflet. It's a really old State Flowers. We'll see. I don't know what year of publication is this. So I looked up the publication, and it is published in 1980, and I was 3 years old, so it's really old. But it's okay, I like it, and my plan is to stitch all of the flowers here if I can. So some of the flowers I looked at, some of them shared 3 or 2 shared it with other states, so I don't know why. There are probably states that have the same state flowers. So yeah, so I am on my second state flower. I am going to share with you the one that I've finished, but for now, since I'm decided to share my whips first, so this is my whip. This is, I forgot the name of the flower, Camellia. So this is Camellia, and this is the state flower of Alabama. And the flower is done, and this part of the leaves, I'm missing stuff here, but I'm working on the second one, and there's another one here. So I think this is the picture when it's done. So yeah, I just used 14 count Ida that I have in hand. I actually dyed this and used this for one project, and this is like the extra fabric, so I used it here. And I think I like how the blue makes the other colors pop, I think. So I decided to start on the A first instead of picking the state flower that I want. So I decided to just do the alphabetical order after I completed the West Virginia. so that I don't have to decide which one to do first, just follow the pages. So this is, I am focusing on this because I want to finish this as soon as possible. And then as soon as possible, I can start another one. So next whip is from this book, The Stitching Across America. This book I got from Amazon. And I have a passport, national park passport, and I really want to see all the national parks in the United States if I can. That's why I started to have that passport. And I just visited Acadia, which is the national park in Maine, and I got all my stamps for that. So I stitched the New River Gorge National Park and Preserve. So I can't show, there's no like finished picture, but it's all like that. So if you've been to West Virginia, you've probably seen this New River Gorge. And this particular design is the Grand View overlook. I mean, if you go to the Grand View overlook, this is what you'll see. The New River Gorge is actually large. So yeah, I hope they'll make a new design that shows the bridge instead of this Grand View Grand View overlook. I'd prefer the New River Gorge Bridge, but I'm not a designer. So yeah. So I think when I'm done with this, I wanted to do the Acadia. They have an Acadia National Park here, and I've just visited Acadia this month. So that's what I'm going to do next. So my third one is Heaven and Earth Designs. This is how it would look like when it's done. And I am currently 3.07% completion. Total of 10,747 stitches. But I still have 339,240 stitches to do. But this one is stitched on 25 count even weave, pre-gridded. And I've finished the first page and I'm working on the second page. And this is how it looked like. So this is 10th stitching, 2/1 and 25 count. It's not even weave, it's Lugana. And this is the sky part. So I have completed the first page and working on the second page. And this is the maximum color, the 200 colors. So yeah, I imagine this one is the smoke coming out from the cabin and the skies, the green skies. So my fourth whip is this. This is a freebie, that's why I showed you my pattern. It's okay. It's a Genie Loves Angel, designed by Teresa Wensler, and I started this in May of this year. And I actually worked on this today during my work break, and this is my progress so far. It's hard to stitch on this because my fabric is white and the wings are like white and light gray. It's really hard. This one is stitched on 18 count, and I have actually a love and hate relationship with 18 count for some reason. I sometimes like it, I sometimes don't like it. And I think the next time I'm going to stitch an 18 count, I think I want to try the 1/1 instead of 2/1 for some reason. My stitches on 18 count is not really nice. So one day I will try to do 1/1 and see if it looks much better than the 2/1. So my next whip I finished my old raggedy thread project, so I need to pick another one. So I picked this one, and this is my next oil project. So you can see it's red, but I'm not going to use a particular thread, so because I have all these orc threads here. Some of these are like when I organize my thread, there are loose threads that I don't want to throw away. They're long. And when I stitch a project and I have like a little bit of threads that I don't want to put back to, I use a floss drop system. So I don't want to put them back to the floss drop. So instead of that throwing it away, I will put stitches on these orc projects. So I started a little bit just to give me a heads up. I just use a leftover 14 count napkin Aida. It's so soft and it's finished around the edges because it's for napkin, but I put some stitches on that I did not continue. So I would probably be unstitching this once because, you know, I just don't want to throw away, especially now that everything's expensive. I'm trying to save whatever I can, so I really don't mind stitching on Aida. I stitch because I like to stitch. There's no other purpose, and I don't really care. I mean, I'm not very particular with the kind of fabric. Like, I just want to stitch. That's just it, just to have something to do with my hands. So I started this just to start with this new art project of mine. And when I do my stitching, and if I have old extra threads that I can put a little bit of stitches, then I'll continue. I'm so excited how it would look like, because this one is just showing all red, variegated reds, and this is gonna be like a different colors. So yeah, I have a lot, and even have another, like I have a jar full of this extra threads that I don't want to put away. I mean, I don't want to throw away because I can put some stitches in it. So I don't want to be wasteful, because I don't want to really spend so much on my hobby. If I can, I'll rather have it put aside for other important expenses. The next one, this one I started on the first day that we went, on the first day of our vacation. So I was the passenger most of the time, and I was able to stitch in this, but it's actually, I'm not making any more progress. But at least I started it. So that this is an embroidery kit. I think I got this from Hobby Lobby. And this is what I have. I did not follow the instructions. That's the beauty about embroidery. You can do whatever you want. You know, when it comes to stitches, the instructions here, they said to do satin stitches. I don't like satin stitches in a big space, because they look awful. Like, I don't like my tension when it comes to a bigger space like that. So instead I use I don't know what I use with that. Back stitching? Yeah. Stem stitch. And then I just do whatever I want here. Not really. You don't really have to follow instructions. When it comes to embroidery, just do whatever you want, you know. You can also change the colors. For this, I just followed the colors, but yeah. So my last whip is this. This is a struggle for me because it's really hard. I'm trying to do the back stitching, and I found some missing stitches as well. So it's just annoying. It takes a lot of patience. That is it is really what it is in dimensions. It's kind of annoying sometimes if you don't have a system going on, you're bound to have missing stitches. You'll have to figure out the back stitching as well, because they put different colors in so it's not like a one color back stitch, it's just different colors, and you have to figure it out, and it's difficult, but I am getting there. So this part is actually done. I think I have to do a little bit here. It's hard for me, I'm missing some stitches here. And yeah, I think the center is done. All is done, except for the frame around. So there are, I don't want to really like stitch on this when I'm so tired. That's why I brought this with me during my trip, my vacation, but I didn't touch it because it needs focus, attention, fresh eyes, and it's not fun. It's not fun that I'm getting closer, but once this is done, I actually debating on putting this on a scrapbook or frame this. We will see, but I am thinking about framing this one because it's a pain to stitch, and I don't think my pain and struggles will justify the money that I'm going to spend on framing, professionally framing this with a museum glass. That's what I thought. I don't think I want this put in a scrapbook. But yeah, I might change my mind, but for now that's my kind of decision. So those are my whips. So I hope next time when I see you, I'll have all of this completed. I hope. So next is a finishes. Let's go finishes. So first finished is a design S for stag. This is a made in Marsh needlework. I won this design. She had during the Christmas time. She had like kind of a giveaway, and I commented, and I got it. So she had it for like a stitch along in February. I did a little bit of stitch along with them, but I put it aside. But this week I work on it and had it completed. So this is my finished S for stag. It's the same extra Ada fabric that I dyed myself. I dyed a large piece of fabric, and then I used the DMC variegated. I think it's 3042. I'm not really sure about that, but it's just DMC variegated. And I'm going to fully finish this as a scrapbook. Yeah. Thank you, Made in Marsh, for that giveaway. Next is from this book, The Magic of the Forest. There's a lot of designs that I like from this book. It's like a watercolor, and it says cross stitch in watercolor. So the design is called the purple toadstool. Is it the name of a mushroom? I think so. So this is my finished. This is actually fun. I enjoyed stitching on 14 count Ada. I really do. It's very friendly to my eyes. I like stitching in hand. It's just easier. So yeah. I have a lot of stuff here that I want to stitch. So we'll see. The next finished is from this magazine. So I finished the West Virginia rhododendron. This one, I work on this during my vacation. A little bit of stitches every day, just a little bit. So I made it happen. I finished this design while we were in Hyannis. And I thought about not putting the name, but I I realized that the reason why I stitched this is because it's a 50 states state flower. So I don't want to guess every time I look at it and guess what kind of flower it is and for what state. I don't want to have that guessing game. So my plan is to create a book, not a scrapbook, but a book made of fabric, and for all the 50 states. So I'm not going to fully finish this. I'm going to wait until I have everything stitched, and then I'll create a book. Hopefully I'll be able to finish that before I die. Because 50 flowers, I don't know if it's 50, maybe it's not, it's less than that. It's not really 50 because some of the flowers there are shared with the different, more than one states. But I decided to put the name of the flower and then the name of the state. So West Virginia rhododendron. The book actually provide this alphabets. So yeah, I have one completed and one that is so close to completion. And then next I will be doing the Alaska. I think the next one is Alaska, which is a very simple flower. So yeah. And the next one that I've completed is this. I think this is the one that mirrored the mirror image stitcher gave me. So instead of using the red threads, I stitched this as my orc project, and so this is what I have done. It's done. This is also stitched on a soft Ada that is used for napkins. It's so soft, and maybe this one is a placemat, not napkins, but very soft 14 count Ada. And I just stitched whatever colors that I have, and I really like it. So I'll finish this as a scrapbook again. This is my third work project completed. This one is a fully finished one. So this is from the most recent Just Cross Stitch magazine. I picked this one because it's very simple. I thought I could finish this in one day, but I was wrong. I think I spent 3 days in this, including the fully finishing one. So it's just a simple flat fold finishing. Nothing really. The back, it's just, I added a pocket there. And it's just a pocket that I can put the magnet inside. So I hand stitched it, put the magnet inside. I can remove the magnet if I want to, because I have a wall of metal. I just want to display them there. And if I have a lot on there, then I can put this away and put in a box and reuse the magnet for something else. That's why instead of putting the magnet permanently, it's not focusing. Oh, sorry. Instead of putting a magnet permanently behind it, I want to reuse the magnet so I don't have to keep on buying magnets. So I just created a small pocket to put the magnets on and removed it. So for now, I have this on display because I have a big wall of empty metal wall in my craft room. So I can display this. Yeah. I forgot the name, Birds in the Fall or something. It's a Just Cross Stitch, the most recent magazine that they just mailed out. Next is this. This was finished last year. So I just made a simple brown design. As I've said, I stopped, for now, but I don't really care about decorating this. I just want a very simple finishing. And I did the same thing This one is like, my pocket was like, when I put this pocket here, I did not check the design, so my pocket's a little bit wrong. But it's okay, so it still works. This is the magnet. A big magnet. This is not really a strong magnet, it's just big. And it's just easier to put it there. And I can display it on the metal wall that I have. Metal sheets. And yeah. And when it's easier to just remove again the magnet and store it somewhere if I want to store it. Store it in a box. I realized that it's not centered. I mean, it looks crooked, not centered, but it's okay. Another one, I have two small ones that I've completed long time ago, and I just put them aside because I don't know what to do with them. So I'll just do them as a flat fold. No need to show the back because they're all the same fabrics. It's not so special. This one is from an old book. I don't know where I got it, but this is some kind of not a cross stitch. That's why I like this finishing, because sometimes I just want to stitch small ones without the care. Like, I just want to stitch and I just want to stitch on it and no purpose at all. So finishing them this way, I can store them easily in a box and not to worry about it. Yeah. This one is also completed. I think I finished this last year. I just got to fully finish this last night. So I worked on this last night. I have this book binder, this size, a binder, 3-ring binder in this size. So I decided to finish it as a scrapbook. This is one of the mini art that I bought from Etsy. So yeah. And then another mini art. And last item, let me get. And last item is from this book. So this is the first project that I've stitched from this book, and I completed this in 2013, and actually framed this one, and then I removed it from the frame and put in a scrapbook. So this is the regular 3-ring binder size, the 8.5 by 11. So I have actually 3 sizes. One is a 12 by 12. I use a 3-ring binder for that as well. And then the other one is the letter size. And this one, I'm not sure what size is this. Not really sure, I forgot. 15 by 22 centimeters. So I have 3 sizes of my scrapbook ring binders for cross stitch. So yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. So have a great week and see you next time. Bye.